Good afternoon, everyone. It's nice to be here with you in Nashville today on a sunny, beautiful day as it is today. And amongst a great panel of speakers, it feels great to be on a stage where people have achieved so many great things. So my name is Armstrong. I'm the Division Database Manager for the City of Memphis Public Works Division. And I'm here to discuss the City of Memphis Public Works leveraging of AI and machine learning for public services. Just to give you a background on machine learning, we all kind of are familiar with AI, the term AI, but for machine learning, we just wanted to take a moment to get you a concept of what I mean by machine learning. So just feeding computers with with results that you want to see over and over again until the computer itself can really predict what you want to see next, right? So just kind of get some clarification there. So the City of Memphis Public Works Division partnering with Google, Carousel, Spring ML, and now in our third phase, Egen Technologies, we've been creating and developing this machine learning model for over the past 3 years or so. So the goal of us developing these models for the Public Works Division is to be proactive in recognizing potholes and blights in our city, and also managing our infrastructure from a standpoint of cleaning drain inlets to make sure that the drain inlets are not obstructed and that stormwater can freely flow down the drain inlet, and so that we can reduce flooding in the neighborhoods. This vision, through our current director, Mr. Robert Connect, was thought of about 3 years ago, and then we kind of ventured on since then. And since then, we've successfully rolled out a pothole management system where the technology recognizes the potholes as the vehicles drive down the road, and it sends the detection back to our street maintenance department for action. So just kind of wanted to give you a concept of where and how this vision was created and where we're trying to go with it as a city. So since the vision has been created and we've developed these models, we have successfully recognized and detected over 1,600 potholes, and those potholes have been filled, and we've also successfully transferred over 450 pothole requests to the Tennessee Department of Transportation. So what's next? The City of Memphis is consistently investing in AI and ML, or machine learning, to detect a various amount of issues that Public Works resolves. In this phase, we're more focused on clogged inlets, blighted properties. Those blighted, in regards to blight, we mean grass that's more than 12 inches high. So if there's a property that has grass that's overgrown, we want to know about it because it's a code violation, and also it's a nuisance, and it's unsightly as well. In addition to blight detection, we're also detecting blight of illegally dumped materials so that our code enforcement department can address that as well. We have an extension of our code enforcement department, which is named environmental enforcement. So our environmental enforcement department goes out amongst our city to find illegally dumped materials so that we can then get our city get that material cleaned up and bring the city back to restore the beautification of the city. In addition to those three models, pothole, blight, and illegal dumping, we're also, and the drain inlets, we're also detecting defects in the curb and gutter of the streets. so that the water from the storm drain, from the storms or storm water can run effectively down into the inlets and unblocked inlet, by the way. So what's next for us? So what we have here is essentially our work order management system. Once the vehicles have driven the road and once the AI has detected the defect in the infrastructure, it reports it back to our City of Memphis department depending on what the issue is. In this case here on this picture, this is a pothole that's been detected. This is the interface that our information technology team will actually manage. Throughout their day, they'll go through these lists of detections that they received and either approve or deny these detections. Upon approval, these detections will go to the corresponding department and be actioned by our department. And if the detection is declined, it will feed, in this new phase of working with Egen, it will feed back into the model to sharpen the model. So here's just a better view of the detection. Here you notice that it's labeled as pothole. This is one of our vehicles. This is the front-facing camera. We have a front-facing camera as well as a side-facing camera to see the sidewalk view. And also you'll notice that there is a number around this detection. This number is what we call, what's called the confidence of this detection. And in this case, this detection is about 65% sure that this is actually a pothole. Just some various examples of what the detection detects, what the information technology personnel receives on their end and their view. Along with this picture of the view, they also get coordinates of that detection and where exactly this detection is located, so that the crews, once received in their work order management system, can go and service these locations. This was in our first and second phase. Of course, the first phase was more of a discovery phase. The second phase actually produced this model that we put into place and have seen quite a bit of success. So the model actually measures the hole, and we kind of base the measurement off of the pixels of what you see here on the screen, and those pixels are either classified or as small, medium, or large, so that we can prioritize the defects and get crews out based on how large the hole is and the severity of it. So what's next? Next, we're detecting broken curb and gutter. Again, we're with the aim of assessing our infrastructure and making the appropriate decisions to maintain these detections that we get. See here, this detection was 95% sure that this was a defect in the curb, and it actually is a very good synopsis of what we're assessing by the city and the City of Memphis Public Works Division. So we just have here more curb and gutter damage. Again, this confidence model is about 94%, and as we continue our phases throughout, or as we continue our journey in using technology and leveraging technology, and specifically AI and machine learning, These detections will get sharper and will have more accurate data as time goes on. These models are projected to be finished around August of this year, and within the next phase, which will be completed around January of 2025, we're going to continue to refine these models between that time. Here is a detection of blighted property. In this picture, the grass is more than 12 inches tall. So this is a code enforcement issue. It's a code enforcement violation as well. That once this detection is received by code enforcement in their work order management system, which is our ESRI GIS system, they'll action it and they will attempt to have this either serviced by the city, or we'll have the ability to contact the homeowner to address this issue. And so within this third phase, in the second phase, we equipped 2 vehicles, a street sweeper, as we felt that the street sweepers would cover the entire city. We felt that those was a good vehicle for this tool. As the street sweeper drives its regular routes, we're being proactive on managing the infrastructure. That was kind of the mindset. In this third phase, we're equipping an additional 5 vehicles, so we'll have a total of 7 vehicles, with 2 of those vehicles using edge technology, meaning that once those vehicles cross that defect, we can basically almost instantaneously have that information about that defect in real time. Next, I'll just go through a few detections of our clogged inlets. Again, this is the interface that will be used to view by our information technology management teams. And so if you notice here, this drain inlet and the confidence model of it, the confidence is about, I think it's 66%, thank you. About 66% confident that this drain is 25% or more blocked or obstructed. This detection here is about 90%. There's also some damage there within this drain inlet, and so once our drain maintenance team would receive this detection, they can also clean it, but not only clean it, but we can also schedule to get this repaired. So there's a twofold benefit here within this detection for the drain maintenance team. And I really like this detection here, or this picture, and what was detected in this model, simply because on the right side, there is a drain inlet that is not blocked, and on the left side there, the model is about 75% sure that it's more than 25% blocked. So this is a very good example of how the technology is advancing, and it will continue to get better over time. All right, so taking it back to our neighborhood improvement department and their ability to benefit from this technology as well. Here, this would be considered blight, in the aspect that our solid waste department wouldn't necessarily pick this up because it's too large. It's kind of over the criteria of being 1 or 2 cubic feet. So this may actually sit out of this homeowner's home until either their code enforcement cites it, and then we can actually remove it with the city resources. But it also can be used as a tool for our solid waste division as well, so that they can have better route planning and plan their resources based on the data that we receive here. So these detections will be possibly classified as roadside litter. As a department, as the Public Works Division, that's within our lane of responsibility, and as also the mayor's action or readiness to keep the city as clean as possible. This is another way for us to address these types of litter issues. So here's just some more examples of the detections and the roadside detection. This is the side view camera, actually, of that vehicle. But to kind of give you an idea, the vehicle will have an edge box installed, 2 cameras on top of the vehicle. Depending on if it's a street sweeper, it may have a camera on the back of the vehicle. And in addition to kind of the setup and how the installation looks from the front end, just trying to give you some ideas of how the intricacies work behind the vehicle itself. So as the vehicle drives the road, it's detecting, is recording data about its surroundings, and then that data is either sent via a SIM card, or it's sent via Wi-Fi once it returns to its facility. That video or that picture that's received is received by the Google Cloud platform, is then processed using those Google Cloud platform technologies, and then once it's processed, depending on if it's a SIM card or if it's Wi-Fi, it's sent to our GIS system or our work order management system for our teams to resolve those issues. So I had a flow chart that kind of gave you a better visual, but that was kind of the end. That's the end of the presentation in regards to how Public Works is using machine learning and AI to help better service our citizens and hopefully be more proactive in engaging for the citizens of Memphis.